Hey folks, this is Pastor Jeff, and I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes to watch this video. And we wanted to bring you along on a staff transition that's going on within our team here at Grand Avenue. And next to me is Aaron Rogers. He's our student pastor. Aaron has actually been with us for nearly 4 years now. We were actually talking the other day, trying to figure out the last time that Grand Avenue had a student pastor that lasted 4 years. I guess that's a good way to put it. And we really can't remember. Most of the staff student pastors we've had for the last 20 or maybe 30 years have been here 3 years or less, but Aaron's been with us for 4 years and has done a great job. And about a year and a half ago, I went to Aaron and I said, listen, you know, we've got this University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, right down the road, 7,000 plus college kids, fastest growing four-year university in the state of Arkansas, and nobody in town has a college ministry. Nobody has a college pastor on staff. And I knew Aaron had done a really good job with our students, and he'd actually graduated several of our students into college ministry. And that's one of the advantages of having a guy here for several years, is you graduate those guys. And I said, Aaron, why don't you begin just to play with college ministry on the side and just see if you can get any traction, get anything going with it. So he began to kind of work with it, and what he did was he developed a college Bible study on Wednesday nights after our student ministry refuge time, our youth worship time. And honestly, folks, what God has done in that time has been explosive. And in the last year, we've seen some remarkable things happen in college ministry at Grand Avenue Baptist Church. And Aaron, I just want to kind of turn it over to you and let you share just a little bit about what's going on. I mean, people have been seeing it, but kind of give us some of the story behind that.
Yes, ever since being in college, graduated from college in 2006 from Ouachita, I've always worked with college students. They've always been an integral part of our student ministry. This is my 10th year working with teenagers in student ministry, and I've always utilized college students. They always bring in a fresh, mature component to the ministry. It gives something for teenagers to look forward to, for those key people to look up to. And so about 18 months ago, Jeff and I had that conversation, and we felt a huge burden and a huge need. We're less than a mile from UFAS, and we decided, you know what, let's reach out to college students. College students feel like they're an anomaly, like churches don't get them. If you ask most churches across America, college students will either be stuck in with teenagers still, or they have to just move right up into 30-year-old singles departments, and they don't know what to do with them. And so we decided, you know what, let's say that we care about college students to the point of doing something for them, providing something for them. So about 18 months ago, we had less than 10 college students in our ministry, and we started a Wednesday night conversation for college students called 40. And we started with less than 10, and it's a time for college students to show up and discuss life and theology and culture and Bible and Jesus. And what happened, like Jeff said, was explosive. In 18 months, we have had, starting with less than 10, we've grown to over about 150 college students in our ministry in less than 2 years. And we are now, and I don't say this with a lot of arrogance, but just with fact, we are now the church in Fort Smith, Arkansas that is reaching college students for the gospel and for a church for them to call home. This coming Sunday, which will be March 11th, by March 11th, whenever you see this video, we will have had 20 college students join our church. And if you know anything about college students,
yes.
It's hard to get them to
They're
commit.
leaving church. They're not coming to church,
That's right.
Especially going through an all-day class to join.
It's true. So by March 11th, we'll have 20 college students join our church. I'm leading a mission trip to Alaska to work with True North Church, taking 22 college students with me up there. Our Bible study on Sunday mornings averages about 25 to 30 college students.
And we had zero. I mean, we didn't have really anybody.
We didn't have anything about 2 years ago. And so to say that we have a completely new student ministry, because these are college students, is true. We've got our ministry to junior high and senior high kids, and now we've got our ministry to college students, and they are both large entities within themselves that need focus.
Right.
So that's what we've done with college.
And you've even seen college kids baptized. I think we baptized 4 or 5 college kids in the last. There's a lot of stuff happening with college ministry, and I wouldn't be surprised if watching this video, some of our youth workers, youth parents, you haven't begun to grow concerned about, the ability of one man, Aaron, to be able to juggle all of this student ministry. We're talking ages 12 through high school, that's 18, and then you're throwing in this other new component of ages 18 through 22, 23, and like you said, about 150 that we're touching one way or the other. And it really has reached a point where one man can't do it all. You're probably wondering who this young lady is on my left over here, and we want to introduce you Heather Paulus. Heather, say hi. She does not have a mic because we only have 2 mics, so she's kind of sitting there in silence. But we wanted to introduce you to her because one of the great benefits of having a good college ministry is you're touching quality college kids. And knowing that we needed some help, we're going to have additional help in student ministry just because so much is going on. We've hired Heather to be an intern for us, and she's going to be working through the end of the year. We wanted to officially announce her and introduce you to her on this video. She's going to be working with girls ministry in terms of teenagers. We've never had that before. So girls ages 12 through 18, I want you to get ready. You're going to meet Heather. You're going to love Heather. Parents, you're going to love Heather. And she's very excited about diving into the lives of our teenage girls and working with them. But listen, let me talk very seriously about something else. We knew that if we blew up in college ministry, that it was going to really be unsustainable for one guy to be able to do both. And Aaron's been with us 4 years, and God's matured him and brought him along in his ministry. And we've really reached a point where we know that something has to happen. Let me tell you what that something is. We've made the decision, we've very prayerfully, working with our Board of Overseers, that we're going to make a transition, and we're going to be moving Aaron Rodgers full-time into being our full-time college pastor. And what that means is that we officially right now are looking for a new youth pastor. So we're in transition. And I know that's going to be maybe a surprise to some of you, and for some of you it's going to seem very natural. A lot of times when God moves in the heart of individuals like Aaron, they move on, they leave, and they go to another church. We've got an opportunity right now, church, an opportunity to invest in a young man as he's moving and maturing in his ministry. We're not going to lose him, we're going to retain him, and we're going to actually put him in college ministry. And we realize that this is going to be a transition and a difficult time for our teenagers. They love Aaron. They absolutely love Aaron and Kristen and the family. And there's going to be a mourning period, and we understand that. But let me tell you the good news and how God is working, I believe, in this. Aaron may be leaving youth ministry, but he's not leaving our church. He's actually moving on to college ministry. And what that means is our students who love him have something to look forward to. He's going to be building a dynamic college ministry that they will be graduating into, something we've never had before at Grand Avenue Baptist Church, that they'll be graduating into. So Aaron will be here waiting for them. Now, we need your prayers because it is critical that we find God's man as the next student pastor for Grand Avenue Baptist Church. Once again, we've got a real opportunity to have Aaron continue to be on staff. He'll be here to pass the torch. He will continue to function in both roles until we find that young man, and then we'll just hand the torch off. A lot of churches, a youth guy moves on, and you got a 6-8 month window, things kind of start to unravel. That's not going to happen at Grand. God's really put some cool things in place with this college ministry so that Aaron can just seamlessly transition over. We'll hand the torch off, but we need to be praying for God's man. We are looking right now. Matter of fact, we knew this was coming, and we've had feelers out since October of last year. We've been looking at lots of resumes. We've interviewed lots of guys, and so we just need your prayers. And this is the right time. We wanted to get through Tweekend, and this is the right time to bring our whole church along, and prayerfully we'll be able to find God's man and have him in here by summertime. So all of this is kind of outlined in the letter that we're posting along with this video, but we wanted to bring you along kind of by way of video and let you know how much that student ministry means to us as a church.
Yes.
It means that much to Aaron. He's very invested. He really wants to see God do great things with our teenagers. And it's kind of sad for you, isn't it? I mean, it's
bittersweet. I've been working with teenagers for 10 years.
Yeah.
And the students here at Grand Avenue they're next to, they're incredible. And it is going to be a mourning period for me as well. But I can't ignore the fact that God is calling me to reach that campus. There's almost 8,000 students that no one is ministering to. And so the need is rising above.
Just a lot of really cool pieces falling into place. So I'm excited. I think these are great times. We're committed to having the best student ministry in the River Valley. So be in prayer. We're excited that Heather's joining us. Aaron's going to be moving up a little bit, still here, looking for a new team to come in. So it's going to be very exciting days, and we just wanted to bring you along. So pray for us, and I look forward to very soon bringing you awesome, wonderful news of that young man when we find him. Thanks, church, for listening to this.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.